run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Complete to open things up.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Corral. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded at about the 28. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Past the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 72 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Vikings 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. One play has has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Corral. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he will have the Vikings 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Second and 10. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Washington. He goes 105 yards on the kick return.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 14. Vikings 3.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Cook up the gut. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
41 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With this makes the score, Commanders 14, Vikings 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Cook again.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like...
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 47 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Commanders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Corral. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Corral sets up play action. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Corral. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
From the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. Brady's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On first down, Corral
lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Throwing here, Corral.
Complete. Smith has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And Corral will throw it.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
On 1st and 10, gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are in the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Corral with it. First down here.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Corral going to sneak it.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Corral going to sneak it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
This time, Corral will throw it. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Corral throwing for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Out left to Dotson.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, it's Corral. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Corral now to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Corral. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4th down, here's Corral. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Corral.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stuff.